Hear me out. In employer branding, we often say that our job is to answer one simple question: what is it like to work here? And most of our teams spend time and a lot of value bringing those moments to life. We do it through culture stories, employer advocacy, referral programs, and all of those things that are showcasing what that workplace feels like. But the more time I've spent in this space and just working in adjacent areas that support the broader employer experience, the more I see the value of employer branding a bit different. You see, we both know that the employer experience is not defined by a single moment, right? It unfolds across the life cycle of an employee. Hiring decisions, performance conversations, growth opportunities, reward decisions, organizational changes. We know that each of those moments carries expectations about what working here really feels like. So of course, when those expectations are clear and coherent, organization runs so much more smoothly. But when they're not, friction appears in engagement and decision making, and clearly, ultimately, in how people experience the company as well. That's where I think employer branding has a bigger role to play than the one that we sometimes actually just realize. Because we're not just telling the story of what working in here feels like. What we're actually doing is connecting the dots across the employer lifecycle, the entire employee experience. What I mean by that is we're helping align expectations about work across the entire lifecycle. So here's a simple way for you to pressure test whether you're actually operating at this level. First, are you already sitting with your people leader to think about how the next big organizational change is going to be communicated? 2, do leaders come to you for advice on how to position the next a big difficult decision, not just the positive ones? Third, are you helping shape the narrative when things are complex or tense to make sure that expectations stay clear? So that fourth, when those decisions are made, people are actually using your employer branding pillars or your frameworks to know how to best communicate them. Because if the answer to those questions is yes, then your role is something so much bigger than attracting the right talent. Your value story becomes bringing alignment to the organization, having a clear identity as an employer, and ultimately increasing employee productivity. And now that is where your business value is at.